Students, welcome back to the online class of physics. This is your Naima Miss back with the combustion, fuel and flame. We have completed what is combustion. We have learned about fuel. In today's class, we will learn about the flame. When we observe, candle, coal, domestic gas, and when we see the charcoal, or when we burn any metal, or when we burn any cloth, or when we burn any ribbon, anything, you see that there is a different types of flame is coming out, right? Different flames will be coming out. So what do you think, how does this happen? So let us learn in today's class. We will observe the behavior of different solid fuels. Okay, collect some fuels like candle, coal, domestic gas, charcoal, magnesium ribbon, wood, cakes of cow dung, camphor, wick of oil camp, wick of kerosene, stove, etc. Burn each of them one by one with the help of spirit lamp and note the time taken to catch the fire. Time taken to catch the fire is nothing but we'll see first the ignition temperature, right? Let us observe this table. You can see that it has given your materials form flames, doesn't form flames. Okay, so candle, we can see that candle will form flame, right? Whereas if you see charcoal, they don't form flame. Some like they'll get heat up and some red color we will see now. There you will see that there is the burning is taking place, but formation of flame is we cannot see, right? Similarly, we can see that some materials burn with flame and some do not burn with flame. Kerosene oil and you can even see molten wax rise through the wick, become gas and form flame, right? Domestic gas also we can see camphor will not, camphor will also form, right? Cow dung cakes, they will form, whereas magnesium ribbon, you can see they'll form, right? Charcoal cannot be vaporized, right? So that's why we cannot see the formation of flame. We know that the fuel catches fire immediately if it is in the form of a gas, right? Cooking gas catches fire immediately. Yes. Spirit and petrol lamp turn into gas at room temperature. Yes, if you keep open your spirit, like the surgical spirit, what you have, like what doctors use, that one, if you keep it open, if you keep open, you'll see that after sometimes it will start vaporizing, it will just evaporate into the air. Whereas if you see petrol also, if you just keep petrol sometime open, you will see that this petrol gets evaporated into atmosphere. So these can be, spirit and petrol can be converted into gas at room temperatures. So hence they catches fire very quickly. If you find a small, if you just find a small what you say, chingari, okay, if you see that also, it will just burn the fire, it will just start burning. Okay, in today's class, let us learn about the structure of a flame. Okay, we see that there are different kinds of flame, right? When you see the gas, there is a different kind of flame. If you see a candle burning, you will see there is a different kind of flame, right? Different kinds of flame we can observe. So what we will do, we will learn today about the structure of flame. Let us let a wax candle and watch the flame of the candle. Okay, note carefully the different color zones in the flame. How many color zones are there in the flame? When you see the light of candle, you will see that there different colors of flame will be visible to us. Different kinds of flames you can see, right? So starting from the base of the flame, how many types of flames are there? Let us learn about those. You can see there is one dark zone, blue zone, dark zone, middle zone, outer zone. Okay, this is your inner zone, this is your inner zone. Okay, what it is? Inner zone. And this is your middle zone and this is the outer zone. Okay, where you can see that inner zone is having two zones, that is here you can see blue color, right, and here dark color. Okay, so in inner zone we have blue zone and dark zone, and here you can see this one where you see the inner zone, that is least hot, very less, it is not much hotter. When you see the middle zone, it is moderately hot, this is your middle zone. When you see the outer zone, you can see this is the hottest part. So, a candle is mainly a source of light, but heat is also released. A candle is made of wax in which a thick thread is inserted. Wax in the candle melts with its lighted when it is lighted by a matchstick. A little of the wax forms vapors. This vapors combines with the oxygen in the air to form the flame. The heat of the flame melts more wax from the top of the candle. The liquid wax moves upward through the thread. It also changes to vapors when it reaches the top of the wick and burns with the flame. Right? So when we observe the candle, you see this is the candle, right? So when we are burning this wick is nothing but this thread which is present inside the candle. So while making candle, what they'll do, they'll place one wick in between, and around it they will just leave the wax. When it hardens, you will see that candle is there. Okay, when you lighten the wick is nothing but the thread which is inside the candle. When you lighten it, because of due to this heat, what will happen, this candle also starts melting. Okay, because of this flame. So what happens in different zones of candle? We have learned about the different candles zones, right? So we will observe the what happen in different zone of the candle flame. Light a candle, hold a glass tube with a pair of tongues and introduce it one end in the dark zone of a non-flickering candle flame. Keep the lighted matchstick near the other end of the glass tube as shown here in this figure. Okay, like this. We will take this one. We will take one tongue and this we will lighten here. We will catch this one end to the candle which is lightened, and other end we will burn with the matchstick. Okay. What we will notice? The wax near the heated wick melts quickly. Okay, it starts melting quickly. When the candle flame is steady, introduce a clean glass slide into the luminous zone. Okay, into the luminous zone, that is this yellow outer part, outermost zone we have now. There we will place this glass slide. Okay, then you can see that a blackish circle ring is formed here. Simply also, if you keep your hand also like this above the candle, you will see that a blackish dark black color is formed on your hand. That is nothing but deposition of unburnt carbon particles. Whatever unburnt carbon particles are there, this is nothing but the unburnt carbon particles. Okay, unburnt carbon particles, they are not burned properly. हाँ बाहर ही है. So these are the unburned particles which are not burned properly in this flame. So what will happen? They will get evaporated into the atmosphere. When we keep slide over this, you will observe that they'll form a dark color layer, which is nothing but unburnt carbon particle present in the luminous zone, here yellow zone of the flame. Incomplete combustion takes place in this zone. Okay, and when we hold a thin long copper wire just inside the flame, simply we will place the copper wire inside the flame for about half an a minute. The copper wire just outside the flame gets red hot. Here you see they get red hot, which is outside now, that will be getting red hot. The copper wire just outside the flame gets red hot. It indicates that the non-luminous zone, that is not yellow color. Yellow color zone is the luminous zone. Okay, yellow color is luminous. And this red color, that is middle zone, you can say, that is non-luminous zone. Okay. It is having a flame which is having high temperature. Okay, it is the hottest part of the flame. Now this one, it is blue in color and complete combustion takes place here due to the good supply of oxygen. So with this we completed the lesson combustion, flame and fuel. So what have we learned? Burning a material in the presence of air or the oxygen is called as combustion. Oxygen or air is needed for the combustion to take place. The lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. The type of combustion in which material suddenly burns into flames without the application of any external agent is called the spontaneous combustion. We have already learned this, children. Without any external agent, immediately it starts burning. That is, without any external agent, it starts burning suddenly. Then it is called as combustion, spontaneous combustion. And the type of combustion in which material burns rapidly and produces heat and light is called as rapid combustion. Okay, don't get confused between both these. Here we are not using any external agent. Without external agent only it is going to burn spontaneously, okay, with itself. That is called as spontaneous combustion. And here in rapid combustion you can see that there is no need of no time is taking. Okay, it is doing rapidly. Immediately it is doing, like it is when you are showing the material, it is immediately the light is also coming, the heat is also forming. So that is called as rapid combustion. The amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel is called the calorific value of this fuel. As I said, 1 kg, when it is burning the 1 kg of fuel and producing some heat energy, then that is called as calorific value of that fuel. Wax does not burn into dark zone of the candle flame. Wax does not burn in the dark zone of the candle flame. In the blue zone of the candle flame, vaporized wax burns completely due to good supply of oxygen. Right? Due to good supply of oxygen, what will happen? The wax will burn, that is all the carbon particles will burn very perfectly in this zone. Right? In this zone, what is happening? In blue zone, all the particles which are present in the carbon particles which are present will burn completely because there is a good supply of oxygen. Whereas the particles present in the yellow zone, there you can see that the carbon particles will not burn completely, and when you keep slide, there you see the dark color formation. Right? Those are nothing but the unburnt carbon particles. So with this we complete our combustion, fuel and flame, children. I request you all to again watch all the parts of this lesson. Thank you for watching.